I got a few cracks and dings in my surfboard, so I decided I would fix it. I've never done this before. Have no experience with fiberglass, so it's an adventure for me. I'm using the Ding All epoxy repair kit, which I know it says SUP, but it does surfboards too, or at least it says it does. I do not purport this to be a great way to do it. It's just how I'm doing it, and I'm posting it sort of live as I go. So if you have comments, share them below. I'm also not recording this as like a helpful video or trying to record. I'm just sort of capturing clips as I go. And I'm in no way affiliated with Ding All Surfboard Repair. I'm sure you could do this exact same thing with plain old marine grade fiberglass kit. But it was just easier for me to pick up the Ding All.
Oh, I gotta fix my surfboard. I got a ding on the rail. I'd like to have it on its side. Here's the materials that I picked up out of my burn barrel. See what I can make as a jig. Just gonna cut these slightly wider pieces in half almost, so I can hang them off the end of the box horses. Alright, so here's a prototype of the bracket. Notice I had to put a little angle on here just because I don't think it was strong enough. The wood sort of cracked because it's fairly thin stuff. But that ought to do. That'll hold my board nicely. I'll just clamp that onto my box horse. Now, got to make the second one. Second one went together just a little bit faster than the first. You can see I made the second one a little bit longer just because I thought maybe I'd want it more than about 13 inches, so 35 centimeters in the correct version of units that we should all be using out there. So I made it a little longer. Again, I put the brace on just because, and now I'm going to wrap it so it doesn't ding my board. Alright, so I used a bit of foam just to wrap it so the board wouldn't get hurt. However, when I went to check to see if it would even fit, nope, longboard does not fit in between there. It's a really tight squeeze to try and get anything. I did use staples to put in the foam, so I guess I'm looking for another solution. Okay, so I grabbed an old rag, put it around. It's actually got a bit of cushion to it. It's like a quilted rag. We used to use it for a moving blanket, like just between stuff. It was kind of small, so I just cut this one up. Gonna throw it out anyway. You can see it's all tattered. Get rid of a couple of staples, didn't go in well. And this one's good. Make the other one the same and hook her up. And there we have two padded racks ready to go. That only took my morning. Alright, and here they are mounted onto the sawhorse holding my board. Now to start figuring out how to fix it. So I'm going to take on the easier ones first. That's a tiny little nick. And then I've got a few of them up here. I'm going to fill and sand these off before I get into the crack on the other side.